So the Baltimore Ravens have a real need on their offensive line. You know, Ronnie Stanley's done for the rest of the season after the Ravens announced that on Tuesday. Bleacher Report has the idea that the Ravens. What happened?
This music.
Should the Baltimore Ravens and the Dallas Cowboys make a deal that involves La'el Collins going to the Baltimore Ravens?
That's a quick yes.
Yeah. So
that's a quick yes.
Listen, I've got a couple of things that I don't want on my team. One of them is age. One of them is injury. And one of them is bad decision making. And trying to bribe a tester is bad decision making. Like this is a dumb thing to do. It's like, you wouldn't. Now he's not a police officer, but you wouldn't bribe a police officer, would you?
No, that's kind of illegal.
Definitely illegal.
Kind of illegal.
This you had to know. Like, what do you think this guy was going to just take the money and be quiet? People don't take money and be quiet. They take money and hold out for more. Like that's what I would have done if I was a tester. Yeah, I'll take your money, and then I will say, hey, by the way, I need more money to keep quiet. But every month I need more money to keep quiet. Like once somebody's got you by the you know what, they don't let go. It's like Dom Toretto says, the great philosopher. Once you put your foot on the tiger's throat, you can't take it off. You just can't take it off. And if I'm La'el Collins, or if I'm the Cowboys, I'm looking at it like, okay, has Steele done the job that is good enough to move on from La'el and be able to feel like we're going to be okay? That we can move on from his contract, which is not a bad contract. And he's got value. He's got more trade value now than Michael Gallup does because Gallup doesn't have a contract. You have to trade for and pay Gallup. With La'el, the contract's already there, and it's a good, favorable team deal. I think you can get some decent moves for a decent return for him.
Yeah, Jerry Jones was on with us on Tuesday, which coincidentally, segue, he's going to be on with us again today at 9:30 this morning. But on Tuesday, he was asked about La'el Collins, and he told us that, he's an outstanding football player. But then when he was talking about Terrence Steele, he said, quote, you couldn't have drawn up somebody that took advantage more than Terrence did.
Yeah, he did. Autoflex CC fan text, bribing is good. We should be proud of him.
I'm sorry, what?
That's 337. 337 is our unique take guy. I'm intrigued. I want to know more.
Well, here's the
thing. Because if bribing's good, then let me hear it. I'll listen.
Well, clearly he's awful at it because he wasn't able to, handle his business with the NFL's drug testing collector. But at the same time, is this trade right here, if you're feeling this trade idea with the Baltimore Ravens acquiring La'el Collins, you must be a real Terrence Steele stan. Because there's no reason in my mind to think that if Terrence Steele is required to be the starter going forward for the Dallas Cowboys, that he will play to the kind of level of a La'el Collins. This was a former first-round type of talent that went undrafted because of some off-the-field concerns with him and some issues that scared teams away from actually drafting him. Since La'el Collins has been on the field, even though he's played, a grand total of, one game over the last 2 years, when he's on that right side of the offensive line, he's one of the best right tackles in all of football, and he's still relatively cheap at this point. So I don't think, as good as Terrence Steele has played and as better as he has gotten as a player at the right tackle position, you don't move off of La'el Collins at this point unless you feel like going forward his off-the-field concerns will continue to be to the point where you don't want to deal with the headache. But La'el Collins is a terrific football player, and once he does get back onto the field, that Cowboys offensive line will become that much more stabilized in my mind.
Autoflex Leasing fan text. Why would you trade tackle depth with Tyron Smith on your team? He is one injury away. Why on earth would you do that? You're not getting nearly enough value back for La'el Collins. That's fair. That's fair. Because, Tyron is going to miss 3 games a year. We know that. That's what Tyron does. Every single year, he misses like 3 games. So you don't want to trade tackle depth. But if you were going to make a move, that would be the one I would do.